All right, I want to welcome everybody to today's webinar, the 5 essential strategies to turn LionDesk into a lead converting machine. I'm your host, Hoss Pratt. I want to welcome everybody as you guys are all climbing on. We got a lot of people joining us today. There's going to be a lot of things that we cover, so make sure you're ready over the next hour. It's going to be like drinking from a fire hydrant. I'm going to throw a lot at you, so make sure that you have your pen, paper, get ready to take lots of notes. And I just want to do a quick sound check before I get started. Make sure everybody can hear me and they can see me. So if you would, go ahead and type in the question box. Let me know that you can hear me, see me. In fact, tell me where you're from. Let's do some shout outs. I want to see where everybody's from today. Tell me where y'all are at. Coming in and out and proud. Good job. Thank you, Ginger. All right, here we go. Julie down in Phoenix. We got Chip in Hawaii. Woo, nice. I wish I was in Hawaii, Chip. We got Evelyn in Chicago. Lisa in San Antonio, Valerie, Ginger, man, we got all sorts of folks. You guys, looks like y'all can hear me. How are you? Hey, Deborah, Martin, Jennifer, Jackie, good. Okay, you guys, so make sure everybody can hear, you can see me. All right, good stuff. So here's what I want to know. I want to know for you, for everybody that's coming on right now that's joining us, if you want to build a lead converting machine, if that's you and you want to do it once and for all, you're in the right place. I've got something special for y'all today. And I'm going to open it up for some questions at the end of today's training. And I'm going to kill my webcam because I'm going to put my head down and get through this today. We do have a lot to cover, and this is live. And I will come back on if we have enough time at the end to answer questions. So let's get started. Make sure you get your pen and paper, and let's start the 5 essential strategies to turn LionDesk into a lead converting machine. And I want to introduce myself. If you don't know who I am, my name is Hoss Pratt. For the last decade, I've been a national real estate coach and trainer. I'm author of Listing Boss. It's the #1 international best-selling book. I'm a sales and marketing expert, and people come to me for my business growth strategies, and I'm founder and CEO of Success Systems. And I'm passionate about this. For the last 10 years, this is what I've done. I've helped real estate agents go from stuck to unstuck, helping them navigate the waters of a changing market, how to leverage technology to quickly dominate their market. You know, over the last decade, I've done thousands of seminars. I've been on the road 200 days a year, 48 states, over 5,500 hours of coaching real estate agents one-on-one, and over 1,500 online events similar to the one that we're doing live now. And what people do, and the reason they come to me is because they want more freedom in their business and they want more systems. And that's the reason I'm going to share this with you today, because I believe that what I'm going to share with you, we crack the code on helping you get there and helping you become one of the top agents, and doing so in a way that you are able to sell more homes, but also work less. And that's what I'm going to give you. I'm going to show you what top agents are doing, what you must do to be a top agent in today's market. You see, when I first started selling real estate, I remember I was in my early 20s. Like, I look back on that, like, I didn't have the technology that we had today. I mean, we didn't even do text messaging then. There were no dialers. The CRMs were just old and ancient. And like, everything seemed to be manual. But here we are. We're at a place where technology seems to be busting at the seams. So 2 things. We have to leverage that, but we also have to understand that there are challenges in the marketplace. And I'm going to go over some challenges and things that we need to know and assess. But really, I'm going to give you campaigns today. I'm going to give you strategies to be able to circumvent any challenges that are existing in the market. Let's just face it. This is a very noisy marketplace. Out there in the market, it's noisy because of technology and advertising. You know how many ads the average person sees a day? 4,000. So each of us see 4,000 ads a day. And today, the average person's attention span is 5 seconds. I mean, I tell people we have the attention span of a flea. And 10 years ago, it was 12 minutes. Younger people have a shorter attention span than the elderly, and technology overload, trying to connect everything, seems like you're just chasing a purple unicorn, right? I mean, it does. This system and that system. I'm going to show you how to bring it all together, because I believe that this is the key, because 99% of agents are not following up nearly fast enough nor long enough. And there are some threats in the market. I mean, just recently, right? Amazon and Realogy partnered. And what they're doing is they're going to say, hey, you buy a home through Realogy, we're going to give you $5,000 worth of Amazon stuff. What does it mean to you? What I want to do is I want to show you what we do to manage your own contacts. It doesn't matter what Amazon or Realogy does. Now, these are the threats in the market, but this is the reason that today and what I'm going to share with you are so important. I mean, Redfin, Open Door just partnered. They're doing iBuying partnerships where they're buying properties. You got Zillow, right, expanding their market and doing Zillow offers where they're doing cash offers on properties. Here's the question: how do you compete with that? How do we compete with them? How do we compete in a world where everybody's phones are ringing off the hook? I mean, with the robocall epidemic, where there's 5.3 billion robocalls made, 1.7 million per day. That's almost 4,000 calls per second. Now, why do I bring that up? Well, because we have to build a system that leverages technology in a way that, again, we can't just be one-sided. We can't just call. We have to understand the threat and then be able to build our business around that. By the way, if you guys are just joining me, I want to welcome y'all. This is you're joining us live today. This is the 5 essential strategies to turn LionDesk into a lead converting machine. So here's what we have to do. We've got to depend, not use. We have to depend on a hub of operations, a CRM. And I'm going to show you how to do that today with LionDesk. I think it's the world's greatest CRM out there. I'm going to show you how to leverage it. We got to expand our audience. We have to expand the net. We have to automate what can be automated and follow up where it does most of the heavy lifting. We've got to provide content, provide value as we're marketing and communicating with prospects. And it's absolutely crucial. Here's the key. I'm going to show you a lot of this today, but we have got to leverage text, email, and video to get more people on the phone. Why? Because less people are answering the phone than what they were 5 years ago, even last year. And so we need to leverage the other forms of technology to get them on the phone. We've got to stay focused here, folks. Listen, I know you have a lot of options out there. I know there's a lot of tools and technology. The only thing that you need is LionDesk and what I'm going to give you today. So if you can narrow your focus and just say, forget everything else, I'm only just going to marry LionDesk and what Hoss is going to give me today, I guarantee you're going to be extremely successful because we have to eliminate the shiny objects. We've got to follow up faster, and we have to use several forms of communication. And I'm going to help you with this because this is what we've got to do. We've got to make sure that not only we have every contact on a campaign, we're making more offers, but at the end of the day, it comes down to your relationships, your ability to not only build the relationships with the people that know you, but also the people who don't. And that's what I'm going to take you through. I'm going to take you through a process that is going to show you how to build an automated lead machine. By the way, do y'all want an automated lead machine? I mean, is that what you want, right? Set it up once, set it and forget it. I'm going to show you how to do this today. And the first thing we've got to do is we have got to automate. Now, when I think automation, when you think automation, what do you think of? I'll give you some examples. There are 2 areas in the business that we have to automate. The 2 areas are, number 1 is lead generation and lead conversion. Here's why. Because in real estate, like, we've got to make more contacts. We have to make more effective contacts. We have to follow up longer. And if it all depends on you, or we don't have a system that is automating that process, it's not going to happen. And here's why. Because the definition of automation is this: it's the technique, method of system of operating or controlling a process by highly automatic means as by electronic devices. Here's the most important part: reducing human intervention to a minimum. Why do I say this? This is the key. We got to get you out of the system, and we need to use the technology and have you plug into the technology. This is the important thing. It's kind of like, I travel a lot, right? I'm always traveling. I'm going to airports, and when I check in, like, I always go to a kiosk just like this, right? And this kiosk does 90% of the heavy lifting. I mean, I check in, it upgrades me, it upsells me, it prints my boarding pass, it prints my bag tags, and then all I have to do is just take this suitcase, and take it up to the person, and they do the rest. You see, this is what we have to build in your business. If we're going to thrive in the next 5, 10 years in this business, we've got to have this kiosk. And that's what I'm going to share with you today. I want you to leave here by have the kiosk in your business that's going to take you to the next level. And we've got to automate as much of this process as humanly possible. So here's what you have to automate. So make sure, if you're not taking notes, get ready. Like I said, I'm going to be talking fast because I do have a lot to cover. But here's what I envision. We automate everything that's important. So let's just say lead imports. I believe every lead that you're generating, purchasing, every contact needs to be going into your system automatically. Like I'll give you an example. Letting the cat out of the bag here. I don't know if I should, but I will anyway. But there's about to be an integration with a seller lead provider and LionDesk. So I want you to imagine the day where you have all the leads coming in from, let's say, all the FSBOs, expired, your neighborhood farm. Every day they're coming in and they're automatically being put on a campaign. This is what we have to have. We cannot do the import and the export and do this manually. We've got to manage this. We got to automate the contact management and the campaign execution. What do I mean by that? When a lead comes in, it has to go on a campaign, and we have to know what that campaign is up front. And if you're like, oh my gosh, where do I start? I'm going to show you this. I just want to share with you the most important parts that we must automate. And we must automate the text and email messages and lead follow-up. And here's the thing about automation. The way to automate is you've got to build systems. The systems in the business and the systems in your with technology, this is what's going to help you automate this process. So when I like my company is called Success Systems. I'm all about systems. And here's why. Because you can't manage people. You got to manage people or manage systems to manage the people. So we must depend on systems. So when I say this, I say this. People ask me all the time because I've helped thousands of agents generate millions of dollars in commissions. I get questions every day. Hoss, what's the best this? What's the best that? And I always get the question, well, what's the best CRM? And I'm like, you have a lot of options. And here's the answer. The CRM that you depend on is the best one and the one that you maximize. But it's important to do this is you got to keep it simple. And we've all heard the acronym KISS, right? Keep it super simple, right? What does that mean? It should be, because what I'm going to share with you, I want you to understand we build it once, and that's the first part. You build it once, and then forever, as long as we have contacts and we are generating leads, this machine is going to convert these prospects. And this is where most people fall on their face. This is why most people don't experience automation in their business, because they simply don't know where to begin. Right? So they're not confident in their follow-up. So the campaigns aren't going. They're overwhelmed, which is a huge problem because inaction begins at the beginning of overwhelm, right? You're overwhelmed and then you freeze up. You don't do anything. And then you focus on busy work instead of productive work. I want you to understand something in real estate, and I'm passionate about this. Nothing is more important than generating new business. Nothing. It's a lead generation, a lead conversion business. And the reason that 95% of the transactions are done by 5% of the agents is because most people simply don't follow up. They don't. I mean, just look at these statistics. 80% of sales happen on the 5th to 12th contact. Like, most people expect to get results on the first contact, and that's the reason that only 10% of agents make more than 3 contacts. And if you're guilty of this and you're one of those 10% of agents, we're going to fix this problem, and it's going to help you make a lot more money and help you have a lot more freedom for time and be able to do the things that you want. I experienced this when I was in my early 20s. I'm a farm boy from Missouri. I grew up and working on a dairy farm, and I barely made it through high school. I didn't go to college. And when I moved to Texas and I got into real estate in my early 20s, like, I went broke my first 6 months because I didn't do what I was sharing with you today. But as soon as I did, and I turned everything around, and I built this beast, and I built the system, the tools I'm going to share with you today, I went from 0 listings to 30 in 30 days. First year, rookie of the year. Very next year, did 15 million. Continued to grow year after year. And here's why. Because this boy here had a system that he plugged himself into every day. Every day I logged in, and it told me what to do, who to call, what to say, what to send, because I built the system first. And you see, I believe that this is the blind spot facing a lot of agents. They don't have the system to be plugged into. And this is what we've got to fix. We've got to have that, because we must make more contacts. We need more leads. We need more automation, and we need more contacts. And here's what you do to do this. 2 things. We need the CRM. I call it the beast, the hub of operations. LionDesk is what that CRM is. And 2 is we need leads and contacts. So once we have these 2 things, those contacts are on campaigns, and I'm going to give you many campaigns. I'm going to share with you several different ways. But listen, I used to own a lawn service, and I remember when I first started mowing, I bought the best equipment because I believe that the best equipment makes you look good. And the best equipment is crucial to be able to grow with you. And in the world of CRMs and equipment, there's some things that a CRM must do. I know you have many options, right, as far as CRMs. And I'm here to tell you that any CRM you use, you must be able to build custom campaigns, be able to email, both broadcast emails and in campaigns, be able to text message, not only broadcast text, but also in campaigns. We need to contact tagging, segmenting. We need action to-do list for ourselves and our team. We also need an auto dialer, a click to call, something that makes it easy. Remember, why do I need that? Because we're making the calls, and if people aren't answering, we need to leverage technology to get us on the phone with people that do. We don't want to be wasting our time doing the things that we don't need to be doing. Like I used to manually dial every number. I would wear a white Nike golf glove every day. And I almost have carpal tunnel in my hands because I dialed so many phone numbers. I mean, literally hundreds of thousands of phone numbers done manually. Listen, you don't have to do that anymore, right? You don't. And automating this process. And that's the reason that all roads to me lead to LionDesk. I know you have options, but to me, I'm telling you, the greatest CRM in real estate for people who want to build automation, people who want to be able to build a beast that will continue to grow with them. Hands down, the best is right here, LionDesk. And if you don't have it, I want to extend a free trial. And here's what I love. Even if you do and you are a customer, it's affordable. It's one of the most affordable in the industry, and it does so much. And anytime I'm at a seminar and I see LionDesk there, and they're there, their booth, and I'm such a fan, like I will literally send everybody in my at the seminar to that table because I'm like, y'all need this, and if you don't, you're toast. And I still feel that way. And why? Because this part is so important. If you aren't depending on a CRM where the campaigns are all going, listen, it's tough. We're going to get swallowed, and I'm going to help you with this. We've got to feed the beast. I want you to think of LionDesk as the beast. It's ready to roar. You need to feed it. You need to put people in it, contacts in it, put people coming in automatically, being put on campaigns. And here's what I love. One of the things I love about this, as you see, I'm going to leverage texting in a lot of these campaigns that you see, like a lot. And there's not many things that experience freedom like you drive into the office and all of a sudden the campaign started because you already set it up once. And now all of a sudden your phone's ringing with people going, yeah, sure, give me a call. Like if you're not leveraging texting in campaigns, you're missing it. And I want to share with you why. I'm going to share with you how. But like the key is all roads lead to the phone. We're going to leverage different forms of communication to get the prospect triggered, to get them to raise their hand so we can get on the phone with the right people and then essentially get face to face. So let me break it down. Now, before I do, how we doing in here today, folks? Let me just check in on everybody. How we doing? Let's just see. Just type in the question box. By the way, I want to know this, that do you feel like you have this built in your business already? I just want you to put yes or no. And be honest with us. Do you feel that you already have an automated lead machine working for you in your business? Do you feel like you have the leverage that you need in your business? Because I'm going to help you, but I want to know who I'm talking to. And let's just be honest. Just type in yes or no in the business. No, no, no. No. Doing great. No, yes, no, partially. No, nope. Yes, no, no. I'm going to start auctioneer. No. All right, cool. So good news, guys. I'm going to help you with this, man. All right, I'm going to help you. So here's what I want you to understand in campaigns. Statistics. Here's some statistics. 24% of emails are opened. 90 minutes to respond on average. So when we send an email, quarter of them will open it. It's going to take them about 90 minutes to respond. Text messages is the #1 form of communication. Everybody loves to text. People don't answer their phone, but they will open a text and respond. I mean, that's the reason that not only 90% of the texts are open, but also it takes 90 seconds to respond on average. And here's the thing, 92% of all customer interactions happen on the phone. So here's what I want you to understand. We're going to leverage these forms of communication to get more people on the phone, okay? And this is important. What the texts say is important. What the emails say is important. And I want to give you some campaign tips. Like, I love me some campaigns, man. I'm all about campaigns and systems. Here's what I want you to do. And I'm going to share with you again several campaign examples. And you're going to see different ways of things I'm leveraging this in these campaigns. But one of the ways you could do this is set agent reminders. Like, you're going to see me in several of these campaigns where I'm going to set an agent reminder. I'm going to say, write a handwritten thank you note. And then the agent reminder is an email to the agent that says, hey, write this thank you note and say this. And this is going to be built in all the campaigns. Why? Because I don't know who to write the thank you note to. I don't know who it is. I don't know where they are in my system. I don't know how long they've been in there. Like, I need this beast to tell me what to do. I want to explain something. You're not going to work unless you're forced to work. You will not work unless you are forced to work, meaning you're not going to write the handwritten note unless the system tells you to do it. You're not going to make the call unless the system tells you to do it. So that's the reason we need this, because it'll force you to work, and then you'll be able to spend your time on the highest leverage activities in this business, from prospecting to presenting, building relationships, and leading. You want to set triggers in the campaign. You're going to see me have several triggers where I'm just simply trying to find the people that are interested, and I'm going to set them throughout the campaign. The campaign name. I'm going to share with you several different campaigns. Some of these have crazy names. I just like naming campaigns crazy things. I just do. I have fun with it. Like, one of the campaigns I'm going to share with you is the Daddy Warbucks Orphan Buyer Campaign. It's a 10-year campaign, and the campaign name is important. I'm going to give you some tools around that. And also, you need longer strategic campaigns. You're going to see these campaigns go on for 10 years, 6 years, a year. And I think that in the world of the noise, cutting through the clutter, it's important that we have campaigns that go on longer, communicating what we need to communicate, and then set up boss check-ins. Like, let's say if you have a team, I'm going to share with you ways to be able to have you check in on your buyer's agent or your listing agent. So you would have a campaign that would say, hey, Shirley, I just want to make sure that Chris is handling all your home buying needs. Let me know if you have any questions. You know why we do this? Because here's why. I've coached so many teams. And one of the challenges that team owners have is whenever they're building their team, it's how do I continue the relationship with the lead when a buyer's agent or a listing agent is servicing them. And that's why we need to have boss check-ins, where essentially you're checking in, the campaign is running. So let me share with you what we got to do. In every campaign, we need to use different forms of communication. Phone calls are important, obviously. Postcards and mail and direct mail are important in some cases. SMS text messaging are important, and also email. And understand that in these campaigns, I'm going to share with you, all of these forms of communication will work together to deliver a single result. And it doesn't happen alone. So let me break this down, and I'm going to share with you the campaigns, the niches, and the target markets that we must be going after. Here's the target markets. I call these the magic 8 target markets that we must automate. Here's the magic 8. So if I open up your account and I look, here's what I want to see. I want to see your sphere of influence all on campaigns. I want them communicated with, and I want them in there. I want the past clients, every one of your past clients, anybody that bought one of your homes, sold one of your homes, somebody that you help lease. Every single seller lead that you've ever generated and continue to generate, we need campaigns for them. We need both buyer leads, both old and new leads. We need campaigns for that. We also need campaigns for all of our active clients. This is huge, because right now you're working buyers, you're working sellers. We need to have campaigns, them on campaigns that are servicing them, communicating with them. So what it allows us to do is enhance the customer experience. FSBOs and expireds. And I'm going to share with you how to do this, but really the campaigns. And I'm just going to get my hands dirty and just take you right in and show you, the campaign checklist and really what it's all about. And I'm not going to go through everyone because I'd be here all day, but you're going to get the idea here quickly. I'm going to give you a checklist. So here's what we need. We need a hot lead blast campaign. This is for like anybody that comes in and we generate a lead. The first 5 minutes, as you'll see, are so important. We need a campaign that is super aggressive on the front end. Remember, people have a 5-second attention span. We need a hot lead blast campaign. We need a buyer lead converter campaign. You're generating buyer leads. We need all those buyer leads on campaigns that convert. We need a big and easy open house campaign for all you folks that do open houses. A buyer lead and seller lead revival. What is that? Think about a lead that's dead. We all have buyer leads and seller leads that are dead in your CRM. We need a campaign that revives them. It's like CPR. It's like, come on, you're going to revive. And you're just trying to see if there's any oxygen left in the lead. And those are what the revival campaigns are, as you're going to see. We need a seller lead converter, an active seller commander, buyer lead converter, an active buyer commander, a neighborhood farm push campaign, FSBO, expired domination, seller lead revival, Met database ATM system, a past client maximizer, an SOI attractor, and a raving fan referral system. And I'm going to take it a step further. Not only do you need a campaign for every niche you target and every contact source, but there's also one way that you could leverage what I'm sharing with you is go into other niches. Okay, like for example, what about the forgotten internet leads? Those internet leads that are there, right? I have a campaign called the Credence Clearwater Lead Revival. That's what I mean by names. I come up with names that people can understand. And every orphan buyer, for example, think about an orphan buyer campaign. I think that this is so important. You know that 75% of sellers said they would use the same real estate agent again, but less than 10% do. So think about if you're a listing agent and you sell a home and a buyer buys that listing. What we need is a campaign that communicates with that address, with that person for 10 years. Like, why? Because listen, you're going to be selling homes. And we need to put those people on that campaign as soon as you sell them the home. This is why we need this, because it's not happening now. And when it does, you're going to get results. Forgotten FSBOs, a veteran campaign, a home builder campaign, divorce attorneys. That's why I call it the love them or hate them divorce attorney plan, and also preferred vendors. And here's a LionDesk campaign code name. So whenever I'm gonna help you with this. So I have the campaign name, but also a code. So whenever they're in LionDesk, they show up as the code. And here's why. And you're gonna see, you can see on the right-hand side here where it says ... The reason that I put ... before every campaign is because when you do that, it shows up at the top of the list. One of the things I don't want to do, this is a trick. I don't want to be looking for campaigns. This is my chessboard. Every lead is on some sort of campaign. And so all the ones that they are on all have a ... All of them show up at the very, very top of my campaigns. It's a little trick you could do. So if you are looking for campaigns, that's how you could do it, to push them all the way to the top. And like I said, it's like a chessboard. So remember, we have every lead on some sort of campaign. And whenever they come off one campaign, they go to another. And I want to share with you the chessboard, okay? And it's called the essential system. So I'm going to give you 12 different campaigns that you need that will make sure that it's the safety net, that every lead is always on a campaign. So let's say if you get, right here, the essential seller lead campaigns. So what this is we're going to build a chessboard in your account where at any time you can put people on to follow up with. So let's just say you had a seller and they said, Hoss, I'm not going to be listing my property for another 6 months. Well, I need a campaign I can put them on that's going to force me to communicate. So which one would I do? If they said 6 months, I'll probably put them on the bi-monthly action plan where that person will be in front of me every 2 months. If they said, hey, Hoss, I'm going on vacation, you call me next week, I'm going to put them on the seller lead 3-day action plan. Why? Because it's going to remind me in 3 days. The note's going to say he's on vacation. I'm going to say, maybe shoot him a message. Hey, I hope you're enjoying your vacation. I'm going to call you here in 3 days. Why do we do this? Because I don't like to set reminders. I like people to be on campaigns. A lot of people would simply set a reminder to call them. What I want to do is put them on a campaign. So at the end of that reminder, like, they don't just go into the oblivion. They're going to be in front of me every 3 days or every week or every 2 weeks. So what we need is the essential seller lead campaigns and also the essential buyer lead campaigns. This will help you, by the way, when you have this in your business and you have it in your system, it's going to help you save a lot of time. It's going to help you know where to put people, and you're going to know exactly where people are. So now what I want to do, I want to take you in to show you some campaigns. You want to do that? Kind of look over my shoulder. I'm going to share with you what some of these campaigns do, how you can build them, and why it's so important, and really what you need to leverage. Let me just check in on you guys. Man, we got a lot of folks here today. Let's see how we doing. Yes, I will be answering some questions for you folks. Have some questions. I will answer as many questions as I possibly can. Yes, I sure will. We do have a lot to cover. So let's go. All right. Neighborhood farm push. This campaign is do you have a farm that you want to go after? The neighborhood farm push will get people in the neighborhood to raise their hand if they are interested in making a move. It's quick, easy, and it works. So here's what you would do. Let's say I want to go after this neighborhood, Glen Hollow Estates. I'm looking at it right outside my office. There it is. I want to go after that neighborhood. What would I do? What's something, and I want you to write this down, big and easy. Big and easy is something, it's a value. Like, what can we do that it will get us a big return that is easy to execute? Remember, we need to keep things simple, right? So what would we do? How would we build that? I'm going to share with you what that would look like. Well, day 0, I'm going to send a text. I'm going to build a campaign. This thing's going to go 42 days, and it's the neighborhood farm push campaign, where day 0, I'm going to send a text. Would you be interested in selling your home in the next 30 to 90 days? Let me pause real quick right here. I'm going to give you a lot of text messages, but I want you to understand, in the world that we're in, where we've got to cut through the clutter, here's what I want you to know. It cannot smell, okay, like salesy. It's got to be personal. So one of the most important things is using merge fields in text. Like, a better way, like, for example, in this would be, hey, Steve, would you be interested in selling your home at 123 Main Street in the next 30 to 90 days? Anytime you're marketing and anytime that you're communicating with people, if you're using the merge fields, it's going to help people respond, right? It's more personal. So keep that in mind. Then I'm going to call them. Day 30, I'm going to send another text. And this is going to be a video. I'm going to put a face with the name. Hey, this is Hoss. I just wanted to reach out to you. Hey, listen, I'm looking for listings in Glen Hollow subdivision. If you're interested in selling your property, now's the time. I don't know if you know this, but next year is an election year. The real estate market usually comes to a screeching halt. And what we're looking for is we're looking to find sellers now that want to get their property sold fast for the most amount of money before the upcoming election year. So if that's you and you're interested even somewhat, I want you to call me at right? Why do I do that? By the way, do you guys like that? A little scarcity? It's true. And all your video and all your marketing, think about the message you're delivering. You're coming up on election year. Here we are. We're at a point where we have a window of opportunity to get the property sold. And that's true, by the way. 2020 is election year. And statistically, in an election year, the market, right? You've got to do what I'm sharing with you now. You have to do it now, because next year is going to be more challenging if we don't. We do it now and we thrive next year, okay? It's important. And then I'm not going to go through all this, but you get the idea. Text 3 and then day 40, and then here's what happens on day 42. Remember, our campaigns need to be able to force us to work. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to disposition the lead. And throughout this process, what I'm going to do is I'm simply looking for the people that want to sell or buy. And that's what these campaigns are designed to do. Here's another one. The orphan buyer campaign. You sold the house before. Why not sell it again? The orphan buyer campaign ensures that you will stay in touch with them for 10 years after you sell the listing. You see, look, you need a campaign that goes on for over a decade after the transaction. This is how I want you thinking. We need longer follow-up and we need more effective follow-up. And look at this. So I'm going to tee them up for day 7, day 30, 60, 90, 120. I'm going to send them. I'm just going to build that relationship for the first year. And then after that, what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them an email, and I'll show you an example of one, or a letter, depending on what I decide. And I'm going to send this to them. And every year on the same date, they're going to get an anniversary message. I'm going to say, hey, it's been 7 years since you purchased property. Can you believe it? Oh my gosh, listen, hey, if you have any interest in selling that property, let me know, because I've sold that one before and I could do it again. And we have buyers that are looking. So imagine if all of that was happening without you doing anything. That's where we got to get. We need to build the beast, and then you feed the beast, and then all this magic will happen. I mean, just imagine your phone ringing and you having this 7 years from now. Some of you guys, well, I need money like 7 minutes ago. I get it. But like, this takes nothing to build, and it's going to be something that's going to allow you to have future transactions. And here's an example of what I would send, right? This would be a letter, and it simply says something like, happy first anniversary in your home. I hope that this letter finds you happy and well. Helping my clients buy and sell homes involves me in one more details, important decisions of their lives. So I can't help but be of interest of how you're helping, blah, 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 right? And every year they get that. The orphan buyer campaign. Here's another one that you need. You need FSBO campaigns. Why? Because it's the lowest hanging fruit. For sale by owners, being able to build a campaign in LionDesk, leads coming in automatically, lead imports happening on campaigns is so effective. You know, it's funny. I had a guy come into my office 2 weeks ago, and he just got LionDesk. I said, hey, man, I want you to do something. Here's this campaign. I want you to take all of these people, all the FSBOs, and I want you to put them on this campaign. He did this right in front of me. And I go, you ready? I go, are you sure? He goes, yep. I go, okay, here it goes. And I, boom, hit start. Then all of a sudden, the campaign triggered. First thing, and the first text that went out was, hey, Steve, I'm a local real estate expert, and I have several buyers looking in your area. Can I call you to ask you some questions about your home? We sent that one. Another one said, hey, I saw you're selling your property, FSBO. Are you willing to pay a 3% co-op if I brought you a qualified buyer? And what happens is now all of a sudden his phone blew up. It just started happening. And here's what I want you to look at. I want you to look at this. 300 days. There's not another real estate agent in your market, not a single one, that is following up with every FSBO in your market for 100 days. Not one, or 300 days, I'm telling you. So why is this important? Because we have got to be able to stay in contact with this FSBO until they list or die. That's the key. At any time they list, this stops. At any time they ended up going with somebody else, it stops. But as long as they're FSBO, we need a campaign that is automatically following up with these prospects, that is allowing us to get more listing appointments, more face-to-face appointments. The other niche that we need to be targeting is the expired domination campaign. And I want to share this with you because I've seen this thing literally has helped so many people. This is a guy, Mike. I remember when Mike came to me, I taught him what I'm going to share with you here. And he was literally working his tail off. He goes, Hoss, listen, man, all I want to do is make $400,000 a year. And all I really want to do is just work 4 days a week. That's it. And I was like, I can help you. Here's how you do it. And I showed him this, and I did. And exactly what I'm giving you. Because here's why. We need the systems and we need the automation to have the freedom. And if we don't build it, they're not going to come. And what I did is I did, Mike, what I'm doing for you. And today that guy's making $500,000 a year. I think he works like 3 days a week because he has so much automation in his business. And one of the sources and campaigns that does that and allows him to have that freedom is the expired execution plan. Like, this thing's so sick. Like, all you do is every expired that comes on the market, preferably automatically, they go on this campaign. So let's say you set it up to where, every day when the expireds comes on, they're going to get a text message. Are you still interested in selling your home at 123 Main Street? And then it replies. You see, the campaigns need to be positioned in a way that force us to work. And if you don't have texting and campaigns, here's what I want you to understand. You must, because that's what's going to help you get more people on the phone. And that's what's going to allow you to make less calls and speak to more people. And the text messages, again, need to be personalized. You're going to see several of these in different ways. And you're going to see that almost every one of them is almost impossible to ignore, because the sole purpose is to simply get their interest, to raise their hand, and to get them on the phone and nurture that lead. Seller lead revival campaign. Let's see. Do you have any old leads? Like, think about the old leads, old seller leads out there. Like, think about the old FSBOs, the old expireds. Like, right now, here's what you could do. Listen to this. This is a gold mine for some of you. You could get every old FSBO, meaning any FSBO that was selling a year ago, any expired that expired a year ago and hasn't sold. I'm going to take all those people, and I'm not going to put 500 at once because I don't want 500 text responses at once. So I'm going to just add 25 to 50 at a time. And what's going to happen is I'm going to put them on the seller lead revival campaign. You could do this. You could do it right now. You could do it today. And this thing works because those people don't know that the election year, the market comes to a screeching halt. Those people right now don't know that today is the greatest time in the history of real estate to sell a home. Those people are not being communicated with by anybody. So we need this campaign to get you on the phone with those prospects. And here's what you would do. Simply say this, and I'm going to just build a campaign that's day 0, 10, 25, 65, 115, 175, 176. Here's what it is. Hey, it's Hoss Pratt with ABC Real Estate. Are you still interested in selling your home? That's all you got to say. And then you'll set it up where they reply, it'll stop on reply. If they still don't reply, 10 days later, hey, it's Hoss, how can I help you? If they still don't reply, day 25. Hey, it's Hoss Pratt, quick question. Do you still have that home to sell? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them through this campaign until they respond. And I'm going to flip this. I'm going to show you how to do it now with the hot lead blast. So imagine every lead that you have, that you buy, that you generate, Facebook, buyer lead, seller lead, it doesn't matter. We need a campaign that is super aggressive the first 24 hours. Here's why. Remember, it takes way more contacts to convert, and it takes longer. So what I want you thinking is how do I become more aggressive to that lead? I mean, just say, imagine you spend $100 on that lead, $25 on that lead. We want to make sure that we maximize conversion. And that's what I do here with the hot lead blast. So here's what the hot lead blast campaign does. The hot lead blast campaign is it's a campaign that's designed to maximize lead conversion of new leads generated both online and offline the first 24 hours. So you're going to, on day 0, the first minute, and that's why I love LionDesk. You can set up by minutes, minute by minute. So on minute 1, I'm going to call. I'm not going to leave a voicemail. Day 0, 5 minutes. I'm going to send the first text message 5 minutes later. Hey, it's Hoss Pratt. Do you have a minute? If they still don't reply, 10 minutes later, I'm going to call them, but I'm not going to leave a voicemail. 30 minutes later, I'm going to call them. Hey, it's Hoss. Call me whenever you, let me see. Yeah, hey, it's Hoss. Call me when you're free. I've got some great news. My phone number is 972-5555. And then I'm going to, an hour later, if they still don't reply, I'll send another text. Let me know when you can talk. Hour 2, call. I'm not going to leave a voicemail again. Hour 3, I'm just checking in to see if you need anything today. This right here will get the people that are interested. And we must have a hot lead blast campaign. Remember, people have the attention span of 5 seconds. They are busy. It's a noisy world. And if we are not in contact with them and we're not one of the first ones that are in touch with them, then what happens is they forget about us. So we got to make sure that we have an aggressive approach on every lead the first 24 hours that leverages everything that we need to be able to get that prospect on the phone. The other thing that we've got to have, especially in today's competitive market, is we have got to be better and have effective marketing. Why? Because think about in all the campaigns, I look at campaigns as marketing. What's in those campaigns is marketing. Offers, making more offers, having embedded offers, both in video and in our campaigns. And it comes down to marketing. And really, here's the core question of marketing is why? Why should your prospects do business with you instead of your competitor? I mean, think about this. Why should they? Like, they have options. Everybody knows a real estate agent. Why should the prospect choose you? You see, in our campaigns, what we need to do is we need to be able to effectively communicate our value proposition, be able to demonstrate our value. So what do? Well, you're going to see a lot of content, a lot of being able to provide them with the tools that they need, because I believe that it's expert positioning. We've got to be able to differentiate ourselves from everybody else. And if we don't, there's no reason for them to choose us. And if the prospect sees us as the provider of their solutions, then we will be able to differentiate ourselves. So whatever is in those campaigns, whatever your message is, whatever is in the video, all of those things are important, because we've got to maximize conversion, and the marketing will help us do this. And I want to give you a formula. I call this the 10% marketing budget formula. You can be one of those agents out there that spend tens of thousands of dollars on advertising. I mean, those people, you may compete with those people. You may be one of those people. But what I want you to think of is you don't need to spend an arm and a leg on marketing and advertising whenever you build everything I'm telling you to build. When we have a hub of operations that has effective campaigns, that's positioning us as the undisputed authority, that's leveraging technology such as email, texting, and calls in the campaigns, then and marketing that creates interest, here's what happens. You don't have to spend a lot of money. Like, you don't have to go out there and have that expensive marketing campaign. In fact, I call it a 10% number. For example, 10%. If you gave me $600, you say, here, let's go sell a home. Help me sell this home. Here's $600. And I give you $6,000 back. How many times would you do that? Would you do it again? Right. So what we've got to do is we've got to turn the business into a math equation. I mean, think about it. 600, 6,000, 600, 6,000. That's what we do. The only way we're ever going to hit this number is if we have automation and we have effective marketing in the campaigns that is getting the prospect to take action. And I want to help you with conversion because I believe that this is where the rubber hits the road, because you're going to be on the phone with more people. You're going to be face to face with more people. Like, you're simply going to have more contacts. That's what you're going to have. That's the byproduct of taking action and implementing what I'm giving you, is you're going to have more conversations. There's going to be more people out there that are hearing from you, that you set it up once and you forget it. So here's some important rules to conversion. So the important rules are this. These are important. 5-minute rule. You have 5 minutes. Every lead must be followed up within the first 5 minutes. Crucial. So you must automate it. Every lead on a hot lead blast campaign. And in that marketing, we're injecting authority. We're always trying to bring so much value and provide content that we're ascending our authority and credibility. Why? Because this is important in the world that we're in today, that we rise up and stand above our other competitors and we position ourselves as that authority. We're going to use the swarm method. We're going to hit them from land, air, and sea. We're going to use text, email, phone call, direct mail, anything that we're going to use to market. We're going to hit them from different angles. And listen, it's a buy or die mindset out there. Like, these people are either going to buy with you or they're going to go with somebody else. They're either going to list with you or they're going to list with somebody else. So be aggressive in making sure that they will never forget about you and that your value proposition is clear and you'll get results. And I want to share with you a quick success story. This is Monica. She was a brand new agent, and I told her everything I'm telling you. I said, listen, we need a beast. We need a system. We need these campaigns. We need people on them, and all I want you to do is be plugged into this system. She was a brand new school teacher, and she got into real estate. We built the beast, plugged her in. Let me tell you something. She became, in 6 months, the #1 listing agent in her market. 6 months. Today, she's the #1 listing agent in the entire region of where she is by far. Absolutely crushes it. Every day, she shows up, knows what to do, and you have all this automation happening. In fact, last week, I talked to a kid that I mentor. He's a guy agent. He's 18 years old. 18. Guess how many listings he took last week? 18. He took 5 listings last week, and he's 18. How? By taking what I'm giving you and deploying it, following exactly what the systems tell you to do and letting the systems do the work. And I want to help you with this before I open it up for some questions, because I want to make this easy. I know there's a lot here to get something set up, but I want you to understand this, that once it's done, it's done. Once your chessboard is built, the chessboard is built. And so I'm going to help you, and I'm going to open it up for some questions here in a minute. So what I've done is this. I made it easy. I'm giving you everything. And I'm going to put all these campaigns, the entire system, I'm going to put it all into your account so you don't have to do it. I'm going to give you everything. And this is the only way I know how to make sure that you succeed, you have everything done, and you do it in a way that saves you loads of time. So here's what I want to offer you. I'm going to give you the complete system, everything. All of the seller lead campaigns, the buyer lead campaigns. I'm going to give you the hot lead blast, the buyer lead connector, the big and easy open house campaigns from the buyer and seller lead revival, the active seller commander, the active buyer commander, which is for your active sellers and buyers, the neighborhood farm push. I'm going to give you the FSBO and expired campaigns, the seller lead revival, the MET database systems, the past client maximizer, sphere of influence, and the raving fan referral system. So here's what I've done is I put together these campaigns for you. We structured them in a way that it's all done so you don't have to set it up. And I'm going to give you some training around this, but I want to give you this because I'm going to open up for some questions in a minute, but I'm going to invite 20 people in to do this. And you can go to getthesystems.com. And Brenda, can you put that link in the question box? I got Brenda there. She's going to put the link in. All you do is go to getthesystems.com. I'm going to give you all these campaigns plus some awesome bonuses. So for the first 20 people that are going there, because we're going to put these things in there, right? So my team's going to do it, right? It takes us a little bit of time, but you're going to have it all done, here shortly, quickly. And I'm also going to give you some bonus campaigns. So I'm going to give you my Creedence Clearwater lead revival campaign, the Daddy Warbucks orphan buyer 10-year plan, the Rusty FSBO revival plan, the Vet Locker veteran campaign, the Brick by Brick builder campaign for home builders, the Love 'em or Hate 'em divorce attorney plan for divorce attorneys, and the vendor mind bender for vendors. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you those as a bonus. Plus, I'm going to give you tons of training. So I'm going to give you over 12 hours of training on the words to say. I'm going to give you all the scripts. I'm going to give you all the dialogues. I'm going to give you everything. I'm going to just follow what I say. So it's not just campaigns, because I'm going to teach you how to inject tons of authority in these campaigns. So I'm going to give you the mindset training, time management, the business planning, financial planning, the marketing mastery, the marketing programs, scripts, dialogues, all the systems, execution, plus more. And in this, there's over 40 campaigns, plus there's over, what is there, Brenda, 15 hours of training? 15 hours of training, and I'm going to train you on it. I'm going to give you the best of the best. So here's what I want you to do. Go to getthesystems.com. That's getthesystems.com. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to open it up for some Q&A. So if you have any questions whatsoever, I want you to go ahead and ask, and I will open it up for some Q&A. Here we go. And yes, by the way, these are going to be completely set up in your LionDesk account. If you do not have a LionDesk account, then you'll get a free trial. So we'll make sure you have a free trial. And then we're going to give you these campaigns, and you're not going to have to set it up. And then I'm going to give you all the training around how to succeed with them. And really, here's the sport. If you're looking for like a cure-all, once and for all business in a box, and like you don't want to have to reinvent the wheel, listen, you need this. I get it. Because why? If you're always out there trying to do this on your own, build the campaigns, it's time. I mean, your time is money. So that's the reason I wanted to offer this today, because I know it's going to be extremely valuable for all of you folks that are taking action. So here's what I want to do. I'm going to open up for some questions. Here we go. Man, there's a lot of questions. Do we get direct mail letters too? Yes, it's all there, Hillary. So like all the letters are all going to be in your campaign, all the emails, everything. It's all going to be set up for you, Hillary. Absolutely. And by the way, those letters are really good. And I'm also going to give you all the marketing systems that you're going to be able to use. And I'm not going to get into all the details of it, okay? But it's magic, meaning the marketing programs that are going to get your prospects to respond. All of that is important. What auto dialer do I use? Well, you know, you've got LionDesk auto dialer. I'm a fan of that. Absolutely. What is, will this get set up based on city? Will you teach us how to upload videos? Yeah, Denise, I'm going to give you the campaigns. I'm going to show you how to do all that, you know, and I'm going to give you all of the training as well. And it's only one payment of $9.97, by the way, y'all. One payment of $9.97 for all of that. Like, me and Brenda were just talking. The amount of value that you're getting for this is like, it's so much. Like, it's so much. And you're going to just, I mean, once you have this in your business, you're going to be able to just put people on things and know that it's going to be done, and it's set it and forget it. Like, you're not going to have to worry about all that. Like, that's what you're going to get here, is you're going to get freedom. All right. Absolutely. Is our contact protected? Absolutely. Yes. Yes. Yeah. Because it's your CRM, right? It's your database. Yes, Valerie, there is. We're working on an integration with LionDesk and LandVoice, where that integration will happen, where those leads will go in automatically. I've been with LionDesk for 3 years. Let's see, disappointingly expensive. Okay, Kevin, yes. All right. No, by the way, what you're getting in the investment is not LionDesk. What you're getting is the complete system and everything done for you and set up, and all the training on how to make it all work. That's what you're investing in. Okay. You already have LionDesk. With FSBO and expired leads, you initially won't have a cell phone or email address. I'm going to teach you how to get that, Rosie. So like, I'll teach you how to get cell phone numbers from those leads, because it's important. All right. I'm going to keep going fast because I have a lot of leads. Brenda, go ahead and put that link in, by the way, the first 20. Yes. There, and it's, Get the Systems with an S, getthesystems.com. Go there now, and we will keep answering. Missed the part. Let's see. Where do you get the phone numbers? Expires to the leads, neighborhood farm. Karen, I'll teach you that in the training, but there's several different sources, but one source is, like I said, is LandVoice, where if you're looking for those leads, the integration with LandVoice and LionDesk is going to be happening hopefully any day, to where that will happen automatically. Okay. I was thinking about getting your expired and FSBO training. I get this, LionDesk. If I still purchase the other trainings I mentioned, yes, I will definitely take care of you on that. This does not include LionDesk. If you do not have LionDesk, then you need it. But if you do, then I'm going to give you a trial, and what is it, like it's around $25 a month, I think, right, for people that don't have it, that are wanting it. Yes. I'm sorry, there is not, Louisa. How long does the training go for? We've got over 15 hours of training I'm going to give you. And listen, if you guys have questions, you need help, that's what we're here for, right, Brenda? My team, and this is what we do. We help people. We will support you. We'll help you answer your questions and help you get clear. So absolutely. All right. I'm going to just keep answering because you guys got a lot. Do we also get the current seller campaign? Yes. Listen, when it comes to campaigns, you're going to get all those ones I shared with you. So absolutely, you're going to get all the campaigns. Anything I could possibly give you, you're getting. I signed up with Top Producer. Can I cancel with them and purchase this one? Sure, you need to, Teresa, if you're wanting to do what we're doing here, okay? How do you get phone numbers for the neighborhood? I've answered that one, right? Yep. So if we already have LionDesk, can we import your campaigns directly? Yes, Alan, my team is going to do that. My team will put all of those campaigns in there for you. One payment of $9.97, absolutely. All right, I'm just doing my best answering these questions, folks. Okay. Are there trainings to see? Fauzi, give me your question again. Is this system transferable to other systems? I have LionDesk, but also the free system through KW. Yeah, Denise, I mean, you could take what I give you and apply it into a different CRM if you want. But, I know that, yes, I mean, you're going to have them and they're going to be in your LionDesk account. What is for the first 20? The first 20 people, by the way, I'm going to start congratulating you folks that are taking action. You guys, the first 20 are going to get the bonus campaigns. Okay, I'm going to throw in some bonus campaigns for the first 20, and I've got some stuff I'm going to give you that I'm going to keep a little secret. Just know that I'm going to throw in a little bonus. And by the way, D, congratulations, taking action. I see you, D. Good job taking action there, Martin. Welcome. We'll get you taken care of. Let me just keep trucking here. We've got good job. Joe, congratulations on taking action. Pam, well done, taking action. Lona, Rachel, I see you. Good job. Good, smart move, you guys. This is going to save you so much time. You're going to love it. Kathy, welcome. Good job taking action. Good job. All right, let me keep answering questions here with some time. How long is the free trial for? Brenda, is that a 2-week free trial to LionDesk? I think it's like a 2-week free trial is what you're going to get. But here's the thing I want you guys to understand. Listen, what we're going to do is like, this is what I mean by keeping it simple. I'm getting a lot of questions like, well, what about this? What about that? Like, this is what we got to fix, right? I'm going to fix this for you. I'm going to help you with this. Like, this is why this is something that you need to be a part of, because there's a lot of those questions. And that's the reason I'm going to take you through and I'm going to coach you on it and equip you with everything so we can get clarity around that. Like, yes, there's 1,000 different things you can and should do. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to coach you and I'm going to equip you with everything. Is I'm going to bring clarity to that, and you're going to have those questions answered, and I'm going to help you get this thing set up once and for all. Okay. Let me just see. Is there a discount for signing up with LionDesk? Yeah, you get the free trial, Jennifer, with LionDesk. Will your team integrate your current customers entered in the system? Yes. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If you're making the investment, you're going to get it. Okay. If I purchase the getthesystems.com training for $9.99, do I still need to buy your Fizbone expired you're selling on your website? No. I mean, if you're getting this, I'm going to give you some incredible training around it. So I think that, this investment's something that would be substantial for what you're trying to do. And what we got to do is we've got to get this program put into your business, right? So absolutely. Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to wrap this up, okay, because I know we're out of time. You guys have tons of questions. So here's what I would like to do. I would like for you, if you have any questions. Hey, Brenda, do you want him to email you if we have questions? Yeah, so if you have any questions, you go to Brenda at hosspratt.com. Email Brenda. Any questions? I've seen several I didn't answer. Like Jerry, email Brenda. Hey, Brenda, will you come here, please? Somebody's saying, hey, thanks for not addressing my questions. Like, listen, there's hundreds of questions. So if I didn't answer it, it's not I'm ignoring you. It's like we're up on time. We're at an hour, and like there's a lot of questions. So that's the reason I say if you do have a question, I did not answer it, then you can email and we will get your questions answered. I just want to make sure here, like this, Brenda, right? Just make sure that those folks
Yes.
Okay. All right. And then if you have any questions at all, you can email Brenda. All right. Let me just congratulate you guys, by the way, folks. Hey, Brenda,
Yes.
You're going to be in touch with everybody taking action, right?
I will be in touch with everybody.
And then what we'll do is we'll get their information and then we'll get to work. And this week we will be putting all those campaigns into their account this week, right? But then getting them access, right?
Yep.
This week?
This week.
This week?
This week.
Yeah, we'll get it done this week.
This week.
So this week we're going to do it. So for all you guys that are taking action, Brenda's going to get in contact with you. We're going to get you the information we need from you. We're going to go to work. We're going to do our part. We're going to put everything in there, and then we're going to give you access to the training and the marketing, the tools to help you grow your business. So essentially it's this, everything you need to get to that next level. What does that look like? To me, it's always doubling, right? If you're not making 100,000, it's to get you to 100,000. If you're already at 100,000, it's to get you to 500,000. It's to get you to that next level wherever you are. And that's what this entire program is designed to do. So with that, I'm going to have Brenda send out that link one more time. I want to invite you guys, if you haven't already, be one of the ones that get this system today. There's a few spots remaining. Brenda, go ahead and send that out. You guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed today's webinar. I hope you got tons of value out of it. And you know what to do. It's time to go build the beast. It's time to go feed the beast. So let's go do it now. So go to this website, go to getthelistings.com, partner with us, and we will help you with everything. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you, LionDesk, for making this happen, and appreciate it. You guys go out there and get it done. We'll talk to you on the other side.